just look very natural. We're gonna have, oh my god, that's a lot in just this one area. That's very natural. Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines, jumping in to do more fantastic building that we've been doing, and I just want to take a few minutes here, like 1 or 2 minutes, so I'll add the chapters into this video for people who just want to get to the content. This has been one of my favorite games that I have played, along with, you know, Ready or Not and stuff like that just recently. That's kind of why we've just been sticking and focusing on these, because I don't think I've found a game where I've actually enjoyed it like this, and I can just see the progress as we kind of keep going, and it's just it's way bigger than Sims, I feel like, when it comes to just like progress and the plane that's passing. So I just wanted to say I've just been enjoying this game so much, and I enjoy it so much that I play it off screen, and I hope that I can keep doing that and collide the two worlds of playing with you guys and also playing it off screen to make this just amazing thing. So if you guys ever want to see anything I do off screen, let me know in the comments, and I can easily add it in there as a little section of the video. The main thing that I've been working on here recently is freeways and on-ramps. So what you see here, if you guys remember this, I'm going to move the camera so that way you guys can see where we're at. This is up in the sawmill area, and if you remember this, you would notice that none of this looks normal. All of this is different. Well, not this necessarily, but this is different. We've added a freeway in, and this is the first time I've actually messed with the freeway in this game and done it properly, at least I think, to the best of my abilities. Laying freeway is very difficult in this game, at least for me. I'm not a pro at it, but we've laid some good freeway here. Hasn't been the best work, but I think the only way to get better in this game is to keep trying something, and this is freeways we haven't done before, so it gets a little choppy, and honestly I wouldn't mind driving on these roads. It would be fun. We're gonna bring you to the start of the new freeway that I've built here, which is the section point between north and south lanes of traffic. So as you can see here from the main part of the city, this is the main road that goes into the city here. So I decided to connect this all to the main city, so that way everything is just actually connected to freeway systems, which will help our industries really, you know, get to the next level, even though we've pretty much hit the max level on them. But now it's trying to get out of debt, which we fluctuate pretty heavily from $35,000 to $65,000. We haven't really exceeded past 65,000, maybe at some points, but we're doing good nonetheless. So let's go ahead and look here. So they would exit. I have a lot of exit points now, but it's working well for my city. So if they want to go into, if they want to wrap around the northeast or like the southeast part of the map over here, our city, they would take this exit point right here, goes a little bit underground to get over the freeways. I like mixing underground with overground stuff because a lot of people do overpasses, but I feel like if we could just do it underground, we kind of just don't have a mess of stuff all the times. We have a nice tunnel system as well, especially at short distances. At some points, you have to go crazy with the tunnels, but you know what they say. So north-southbound lanes travel together, and it just kind of comes down. I want to fix all this up, but this is at least good enough for the start to kind of get it, and it has a lot of bridges system, so it's a little extreme, but I should be able to get it fixed nonetheless. So let's see, let's just show you here as it goes. So it goes down, it goes over all the other freeway systems that we've kind of built, and we've made some more here to kind of get people from this side of the city to this side a little faster. These people are hating their lives, which I'm probably going to remove the housing here so they don't have to suffer. Its freeway goes down this way. I've also added exit points at certain locations and also on-ramps at certain locations. So here they have an exit. Here they have an on-ramp. All this stuff works. I've tested and make sure. That's why it's nice doing it off screen, because it's hard to commentate over that to make anything interesting for you guys when it's, you know, very tedious shit. So I was super tired when I did this one, but it works for right this second. So as they're going here, this is a freeway on-ramp and off-ramp for the prison that's right here. Also, anyone that's in this area that wants to get to the, you know, Elmland faster, they can just jump on the freeway, use the freeway system, which is now on this side and kind of extends way farther up north. So it goes here. This is a long stretch of tunnel. The northbound lane travels straight through going to this point, so it's just pretty much just a straight shot. Obviously has a little bit of curvage. And then the southbound lanes, though, I had to go up and around this because it was too much for the road system. So I went up and around, and we kind of come around here. I will show you. Let's go ahead and go into roads here. So as you can see here with the southbound lanes, we had to go around this huge mountain, and it was pretty crucial that we did that. So then it fuses back up at the same points. We've got an exit point here on the dirt road, which I thought wasn't going to be used, but man, was I wrong. And then we've got some exit points, entrance points over here as well, too. I'd say it's coming together fantastic. Goes underneath this road here that we built. I think we might have raised that up, or it was already like that, and we just went under it. Goes over this road here, goes over across the water, connects back at this point, which is just above the point where it started. So if someone needs to get through the city and then get back going northbound, it's as easy as that. So I'm excited to get some stuff today. I want to do some population growth, kind of work on some other stuff when it comes to just kind of getting other places revamped and some more population down on the map. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what we can get into. I want to start working around the airport just a little here, and I've put up like a, I guess the best way to explain this, like a radius, you know, barrier with this street here. So everything on the right side or the below side here, closest to the airport, will be businesses and strategic like planning of offices and stuff like that. Maybe not offices, because they might actually get audio or audible sickness or whatever it is, just that audible motion. It's bullshit sickness that they get in this game. Left side will go ahead and be for, you know, residential and all that stuff. That way it stays out of the radius of this marker here. And that's a little bit more than I probably would need to give. I could probably... What the fuck went wrong? Hold on, I might have to pull that back a little because something went horribly wrong here. I need more... Probably more for the neighborhood there would probably be a better idea. So let's back that up a little. I could have sworn I just checked that and everything looked good, but I must have been wrong. Let's go ahead and re-put it back in the same spot here. Okay, that looks good. So everything on the right-hand side in this square can be businesses and stuff, so that way we can utilize as much space as possible. This just gave us a lot more residential area, which is kind of nice. I don't want to cluster this road up too much with stuff, so I might figure some stuff out that we could do here. Maybe move this endpoint road over here, so that gives us more room over here. So actually, I might do that right now. So let's go ahead and let's get this road over here. I'm going to move it just in the middle. You know what I mean? Let's get this traffic good right here. I'm just going to end that so that way people start turning right. No, you got a point of... You didn't have to turn around there, but I don't know what you're doing. Okay, all y'all got to turn around. I don't know why you guys are... No. Okay, there you go. Stop using that as a road. So this is giving us a lot of residential room that we can use up here on the north side, which is kind of nice. It is getting close to where we're supposed to be having this, you know, very sporadic feel in the middle of the forestry and stuff like that. So I would say this road is going to be our cutoff road, and the railroad tracks is kind of where it just gets real country feeling with the dirt roads and stuff. But we got a lot of room to play with here until it gets up to the hillside. So let's go ahead and get rid of this since no one's on it anymore. Perfecto. And now we can start adding some roads and stuff. Actually, what I could do if I was smart, we would do something like this. We need to get a new road laid down here. And let's go ahead and get it curved so that way, again, we just have as much room as possible. Ew, shiznit. It's on a slant there, so that's not going to work. So we're going to need to back this up a wee bit. All right, now let's get this road connected with the part that's just flat on the ground. And then now we can go ahead and get rid of this road as well. I want to make sure traffic that's going... Oh, boy. I got to stop it right there. Okay, we're going to just delete it as they keep... I am making new traffic path. Fuck this traffic. We're just going to get traffic going the way we want it to immediately. That just opened up so much area for residential that we could use. And now you're going to be able to see what I want to do here necessarily. So we're going to go back to this. And for this, I want a fairly, you know, straight neighborhood, rigid neighborhood when it comes to our design here with just, you know, squarish designs. So let's go ahead and get a road. But what I'm going to do here is use a road that is not connected with what's going on. So you can see... Why is it's at an angle and it's fucking everything up? I don't like it. Oh, you know what I could do? I could have the entrance point to this neighborhood. Maybe we could just use this. So the only way to get into this neighborhood is going to be from this right-hand side here, which will double as the same entrance that we're going to use for the businesses over on the right. This is a little big of a road here. I feel like that's what's fucking shit up for me. So from this point, we're going to get a entrance into this neighborhood. And we're just going to bring it just a little bit in so I can kind of see what we want to do here. So we don't want it to go into this street, so we're just going to kind of bring it as far out as possible. I feel like that took a little bit of a curve, but then again, everything is kind of at a curve here, so we're going to have to work with what we got. But from here, we kind of just have the flexibility to do what we want. I'm going to get the curved road, and we're going to get a nice curved road that kind of just hangs with that road that we have right here, which is a construction road that leads to industrial. So that way they don't have to deal with the same shit that's going on. They don't even have to travel on it. They're in their own little neighborhood. Everything's peachy. And this is going to be a big suburb, like neighborhood thing that's going on. New development is going to look really good. Hopefully we can figure out a way to get new styles for the housing. I've tried to do that, but it did not work in any way, shape, or form, so I gave up really quick. Okay, that's looking good. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So we've got 2 ways in so far. And one's going to be closest to the street here, and we got one here. This road is going to be connected to this industrial road right here. But until then, let's just get it connect. That way people don't just have to... We'll do something like this, I think. There we go. A little bit raised there, but that's fine. It keeps it relatively flat. This is going to have a entrance into the freeway right here. So that way this neighborhood has direct access to go north and south on the highway and get pretty much wherever they want in the city. If not, they can just head southbound and just jump on the same freeway, which would take them to the same spot. So these people are going to have fantastic areas for them to kind of be with just traveling and stuff like that. I'm starting to work on the streets that are going to cross. And honestly, with this area that we have, it's very symmetrical and rectangular, so I'm thinking just a very classic like Los Angeles type feel neighborhood where there's just roads running and you have the avenue on the side. There's going to be a lot of intersection points, but we can fix those up afterwards because this is going to be a little aggressive, and I feel like it's going to be a bustling area with the businesses and offices that we're going to have to the right, but that'll directly help that area survive when it comes to getting people into those businesses and offices, which is going to be good. Going to suck that they're so close to the airport, but this is why I also feel like this type of neighborhood would just be perfect for right next to the airport here, just due to the fact that this is kind of what they would put in that area, just a very mundane, row type fucking neighborhood. So we're going to just keep up with that. It's going to be a little bit bowed and slanted because we're using the one that does that, but I feel like we're going to have more just room with doing that, kind of having it conform where it needs to conform. And we're just going to keep it all the way up till we get to the top. It's going to be a massive neighborhood here. And we're going to do something like that. That's going to be a lot better up here. Dude, nope, still going to curve the shit out of it. All right, sounds good. At the top there, I just added like 2 courts. That way it kind of just looks a little, better and just, I can't really fit something in there. It's going to make the housing way too small. I still want to keep the housing. That is just a massive neighborhood waiting to be laid. So now we have I would say just like a traffic problem that is going to be brewing here with these intersection points. What we could do, though, which I think would be a really good idea, is if we went into the street mode here, we're going to go to junctions, and we're going to toggle off all these, and we're going to make these all stop signs so that way people leaving the neighborhood can just come to a stop, they can drive when it's clear, and these intersections really won't cause any traffic when it comes to north and south. And that's kind of where the most issue is created. So we want to make sure we're going to keep a stop sign there. I would say a stop sign there. That way traffic coming this way stops. And let's take a look at this. So we want to keep this as well. So that way whatever traffic builds up can have just a mass dumping point to kind of go. Or we could do a stop sign, which might be a little bit better. We're going to have to judge it and see how it goes. But I think for now we'll just keep it kind of just how it is. Because that's going to be good. And if we need to, we can always cut it back each lane so that way technically the intersection points are in the neighborhood, not on the main road. But I think for now it's going to be good. So what we could do is let's get over to our pipes here. We're going to need to do this whole area. So we're going to connect it from this and just get our main pipe in here and just follow that avenue as best as possible. It's going to be nice to get a really big neighborhood fucking in here, which is going to be cool because we haven't done something like this in a long time. So long, super long pipes like this aren't really the best idea too. So if you're going to do it, make sure you come through and get some cross pipes going on through it, because that's what helps keep, you know, healthy flow in the pipes. So it's not just kind of using the same shitty, literally the same shitty water in on itself. You can see we're pretty much on the high side of that water availability. Sewage treatment could be a little better, so we could probably add some piping in for this, which goes into the river. But if we use the eco-friendly ones, it's like 99.9% pure water that's going back in anyways, so we're good on that. Electricity is going to be a big part, but I say if we just start off trying to think of the best point of entry for this. We have stuff over here that we could do. We just get it over to this side, and then from there, once we figure it out, we can bring it down and do whatever we have to do. I was going to start adding population, but then I realized we are not following our guidelines that we said we needed to follow, and that's a big no, not going to happen. So we need to get, let's get medical and all that. I need to make sure, obviously, one, that this whole place doesn't burn down. So this main avenue, I think if we just add 2, we should be good, and then I'm going to add a 3rd one on this side. And that's greenlit all over the board, and that's going to change all those trees over to green, hopefully at some point as well, too. That's going to secure all the homes, so that's perfect. Yeah, you're going to need power. I will work on it. I think your piping should be good, so let's go ahead and get these businesses, or not businesses, but these fire stations some power really quick. I'm going to draw it back so that way we have our stuff kind of tucked back a little. It doesn't take away the business area. This is all going to get chopped down when we put the businesses in as well too. So for now, since we haven't got to the point where this has power, I'm just going to go ahead and run this right there. We'll delete it and we're going to get that room back. But at least for now, we'll have that. So let's go ahead and look at our hospital as well. We're going to put these on the main roads. And again, this is going to be best for what we got going on, because then it just takes care of literally all of it. Some won't have access, maybe this like corner here, but if they can't figure out the way to the nearest clinic, that's on them, I guess. Let's go ahead and put in a place here, which is a cemetery, along with a crematorium, which is going to go ahead and help all that stuff that's going on there. And last but not least, we're going to need some police departments. We're going to do that on the main road as well, too. And tucked on the inside. Bam, that's what I'm talking about. That's perfect. I mean, this is going to be a fairly big neighborhood, so I think this isn't going to take up too much at all. We got to get them. Okay, put that down there. Perfecto. That's what I like to see. So now that we've added the basic stuff, we're going to go through and we're going to add the elementary schools really quick. That way everything's good. I feel like we could put those probably in the school or in the community. That really doesn't take much area. That seems to be hitting a larger area than nothing. So that might be the best way to go about this right here. We'll put 3 of them. That seems excessive, but we're going to see. Let's go back to this. High school. That covers a lot more ground. We're going to back up the things really quick. That actually might all be powering each other, so I don't even need to add a connection point in the middle. I want to start laying some of the neighborhood here. Nope. Please don't build yet. Not ready. I want it on the inside. I don't know what I was doing there. Don't want to do it there as well, too. So it's literally just going to be a lot of these, and that I can't tell if it's going to be... See, I want it for this side, not necessarily this side. So I might have to back this up even more to give me more area in my neighborhood here, because that is kind of shitty. So let's add this down. I want that to start filling out now because I want to see this neighborhood come to life like really bad. So let's also get working on the deconstruction of this road here. We can't do much. We're going to have to kind of keep it as far out as possible. I could do something like this. No, you're all gonna get killed. You better get off the road. Get off the road. Run. Too late. They're like, scurry, let's go. Okay, so now I have my neighborhood to myself. The only area that I'm concerned about here, which is gonna need a full revamp over the freeway, I'm lucky I even got that to work, is this area. We just won't have neighborhood. I'm not gonna put any housing there. Again, I don't know if this, well, it has to be for this right-hand side because that's off the ground. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that's good. So let's keep going here. Now that we got room, we can kind of put this down. Oh, fuck, I almost forgot. We need to do like some type of, maybe we do like, they got tennis courts, pools, and stuff like that. I think this is going to be a basketball court. Might as well get these, and damn, that covered a shit ton of area. We're going to do a basketball court at this side of the neighborhood. What is this? Oh, a chipper balloons tour. That's how those motherfucking things were flying around the map. Now it all makes sense. Let's see if I can find the community pool. That would be nice. I'm not sure where it's at, though. Oh, they got a dog park. Oh, that's perfect. Let's see if we can sneak that in, like, right over here. Perfect. And they just got some regular parks. Those are relatively big. Kind of get those in certain areas here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Now that we kind of have all that stuff filled out, let's get that neighborhood going right now because we got a lot of stuff that's going to need power. And the more we get it filled out with the neighborhood really quick, the power just kind of consumes itself and everything's all good and peachy. That's actually perfect placement. They can just kind of go and separate themselves equally amongst the basketball court that's in this neighborhood, the tennis court. If I can find a community pool, I will put that in this neighborhood. I don't know where it is off the top of my head, and we'll just have to get rid of some housing to get that in there when it's ready. All right, it's all been filled out. It's going in. They're populating it. Slow and steady wins the race. We're going to work on the right-hand side a little, which I obviously should have been paying more attention to where these intersection points break off to go onto the right side because we're going to have to move shit around now because this is going to be businesses on right-hand side which connect with this industrial road, which actually I should probably swap out. No, I mean, that is technically the outer road for the airport, so maybe we want to keep that. Oh, shit, I don't know what to do with that. I forgot to delete that shit in it. We lost some of, like, these big homes here. So I'm going to redo these homes. All of them are going to disappear, and if they don't disappear fast enough, I'm going to wipe them from existence. Because we're going to get bigger and better homes here, and I totally forgot to do that. So let's fill these back in, so that way new homes can go in that are much larger than the ones that were there. They were trying to fit, like, those super tiny fucking ones that I just don't think they look good at all. I get that they want the 1x1 square to be able to fill it out, but it looks so much better without it. We're gonna definitely need to fill in these areas with trees. I was hoping I could have got that tree there, but I guess not. Where are some trees? There we go. Okay, we're gonna go through with these ones first. And we're going to get these on the back side as well. So we'll go through with these. We might obviously tear some of these down, but at least we can get some foliage going, which will help kind of make it look a little more lively. Okay, so we'll go through with those, and then we want to go off into the forest and get, thinking maybe like the pine tree here. We want to use trees that are already surrounding the areas. And then we're just going to kind of go through, fill them out. Now, it might have looked very... like fake before, but as you go through and you fill out with other trees, believe me, it'll start making it look very random, especially because we're just putting it down in random spots here. And after a while, you won't even really be able to tell that we place trees. It'll just look very natural. We're gonna have, oh my god, that's a lot in the just this one area. That's very natural looking. I made myself laugh there. That's great. All right, let's get some more trees. Just to, like I said, make it look natural. We should get some shrubbery in there. Can't make it look natural unless you have some bushes that are surrounding that whole thing. Where, oh boy, it's like the forest over here, dude. With these, we can be more frivolous since they are smaller, but this will help make it look a little more, like I said, natural in this bitch. They're living in part of the forest, but this is good though because that's what we want it to look like. We want it to look like they're getting more into the forestry area of what's going on because they are north. So, and that's kind of the look that we want for these areas is a lot of trees. Okay, good bush placement. I mean, random as all hell. And I think we can even get some bushes like in the middle. Oh, yeah. See, this is the stuff that I like to do off screen so that way we don't have to fucking try to make it work when we're making a video and trying to really get some cool stuff in there. So, okay. I think that's plenty for right this second. There's just like lines of bushes that kind of curve and stuff. That's quality. We can get like, let's do a nice little straight one for him right there. Some property line bushes. Hell yeah, man. Cool. So I just want to see, I want to take a step back, but where's the palm trees? I would like some. Oh, that's just some regular trees right there. I bet you that's part of that building. It is. Some bitch. I bet you these are different trees. These are usually ones that are by the water, though, so maybe they won't flow too well, but we just get some more in there if possible. I see some of these already on these houses, so I don't think it'll look too bad. I went a little more modest with those trees just to kind of fill in some gaps that were looking bad and just kind of really empty and open. I think it looks good for what it is. Now we can focus on other parts, which I'm going to just get rid of these. This is the main thing that's kind of given all this power, unfortunately. Oh, shit. The power grid is shitting itself. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at this. Electric availability, it took a big slash right there. And I feel like that's because they just are not getting what's going on with this thing here. So let's see if we can get... I can probably get like one of these, which would totally take the... That's noise pollution, though. That's a problem. All right, so we're going to do some stuff here. Let's get a... We don't even really need cars that go on this road, because it's just going to be a power plant for power here. So let's just get it right here. Is it connected? It is. That should help fix that problem almost instantly. Yeah, it's going to go up. And it wasn't too much power added, but it should be enough to fix that issue. Already robbers, even though we added fucking things there. That neighborhood looks really good, especially when it's surrounded by those trees. We should definitely do that to other areas because it just looks really good. Okay, I'm glad we're able to fix that. We could probably get rid of these then, since these are useless. I wonder if I can get another one of these in here that'll possibly just help with doubling that, if possible. I'm going to see. It's going to get a little crazy here. I don't know what I'm doing. Why is that even a thing? Why did I have that road that's not going to anything? Weird. Oh, God. Now they're all going to use that road. No, don't use that. Stop. No. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to even delete this, and we're going to go right along the edge line of this solar area that we already have going on. I tuck that right into the bridge there. I don't know. We're going to see if this is going to be able to do anything. I should be able to get another one in there, and that should help. Oh, God, they have a ton of power now with these. That's the way to go. Honestly, we should probably replace, it has to be by a roadside, but this should be where we're going with it, because that's where we're going to get the most electricity. But wow, that neighborhood looks really good in there. Unfortunately, a place is getting robbed, but there's not much I can do in the end of the day. So I made the first little business area, and I made it very intricate instead of just, you know, the mundane thing that we have across the street. That way it just looks a little bit better. So let's go ahead. I want to get these up here. Well, I don't know what we should do, honestly. I just really wanted to get intersection points started because it was starting to get a little severe. So now that I got that, we can kind of move some of these things over to make them look a little bit better, position them in areas where they'll be utilized in other neighborhoods as well. Not much I could do with that building. Let's get this one moved. I just want to kind of get them symmetrical too, so they're kind of in the middle of the stuff that's going on. God, I don't know why it's not letting me do it more in the middle. I got those positioned a lot better, so now we can kind of branch off from these. I'm thinking every second one we can have an entrance point in. That way it just doesn't fuck with everything that we have going on. This one obviously isn't going to work. I don't want to put it there. I don't want to put it there. Let's not put it there either. And maybe actually move this over just a wee bit. Oh, those all lost their electricity. Oh, shit. It's lost its fucking power. We're going to need to fix that right away. Let's get that handled. I'm going to need to go on the outskirts since I'm making this neighborhood. I necessarily don't want to fuck up everything that I'm doing here. So let's just bring in some power for there right this second, which will fix everything that we have going on. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for that to happen. Now we can work on these neighborhoods without shit breaking. Okay. So what do we want to do here for this other one? I'm thinking we can kind of go... You know what I would like to do? I'd like to connect it right there if possible. I love how it just takes it and turns it. That's fucking fantastic. And then from here, we'll have a pretty much a random mess of making a neighborhood. Or not a neighborhood, but like businesses and stuff like that. That way we had to limit the amount of intersection points we have. But so far, so good. Let's make a nice perimeter around this high school here. That way they don't have to worry about traffic or anything too crazy. I did what I could over here to make it as random as possible. And that's difficult when my mind wants to just kind of follow the same course and guidelines that we've used for all the other stuff. But holy shit, you can see... Okay, that's park traffic, thank God. I was like, shit, we got so much traffic. But look at just how fast the cars are able to go because there's no... stop there for them. That's pretty much just go. So that's honestly, there's not going to be a lot of traffic in the neighborhoods anyways, and they could just use the back roads. I'm liking it. That's been a fucking solid addition to the map here, which has helped about 4,000 people be able to come to the city there, which is nice. Oh, I didn't even think about it. They're going to definitely need some garbage stuff as well too. Fuck. Shitty shit. And that's a big neighborhood too, so they're definitely going to need something pretty solid. I'm going to nestle the garbage thing back here near the freeway since not many people will go near the freeway anyways. Might as well get it as close to that as possible. Well, that's surprised we even were able to get that to curve like that. Let's get the garbage. Ooh, that's going to be toxic. Shit. Really doesn't matter. I guess I could get it as close to... That'll work. I don't have housing on that north road. So I need to get this a little farther back here. It's a big place, so we might have to make a little more room for it than that. Oh, good. That'll work. It'll sit right up against the freeway, I think, as close as possible, which probably isn't the best idea, that close to the freeway like that. But we can move it. Let's see if I can move it with it connected. No, it's going to fuck everything up. Okay, that'll pull it away from the freeway just a little. And then from here, we can just connect these two roads. Like so. Perfect. And then let's get our garbage thing. That'll sit perfectly against it. I like that so much better. Very, very nice. It's been a minute since we've done any high density commercial zones. So I'm going to get some high density ones kind of on this south point right here, which will kind of encompass this whole area. From there, I want to do some offices since it's been so long since we've had any offices that have been placed. So let's get some offices going right up on the other side of that. From there, I'm going to use this mess for low density commercial zones, which I'm going to have to be tame with because if I do too much, it's gonna fuck some shit up and we don't want that. So let's not do too much here. I think that's a good amount to start off with. And we can get some more offices on this side. I like this thing. It's like a nice circle. We can use that as an office zone. All right, let's get that filled out. Oh my God. They're wasting no time, dude. Holy shit. That's taking shape nicely. I feel like I'm going to need to make this exit a lot bigger to accommodate some of the traffic that's going to be happening here, but we can at least see how it's going to build for now. But this is going to be a very dense area of living and just businesses going on, considering... Oh my God, yeah. It's going to be intense as fuck. We got businesses and stuff all over here too, so this is going to be good. We're going to just have to keep an eye on it and see how it goes, but... it's been some tremendous work to this upper part here, which honestly makes it look so much better if we were to just take a step back. Really fills out a decent part. We have so much to go, though. Holy shit, it's insane. Oh, I'm an idiot. I added factories over here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted office parks. That's fucking not good at all. I wonder if I did that anywhere else, too. Okay, no, we're looking good. I'm going to probably get some more offices on the exterior road here to kind of just keep it nice and symmetrical looking. Honestly, the businesses in here are doing really good, so I might just fill out a little bit more then. A little more businesses. Let's get it. On the outs roads, too. Everything's still looking good with traffic. Not too much is building up. We got to remember with all this stuff that's being built, going to get a little crazy. So the only section I'm going to leave open is this right here. We can kind of figure out how we want to do it or how we want it to look. Maybe offices, maybe some other stuff that we want. I'm not necessarily sure at this moment. I would say that this has been a pretty good addition to the map here. I've just been kind of trying to figure out areas that we can kind of pick, and that was a huge area that we handled. I need to get some entertainment up here because as of right now, it is suffering pretty heavily just up here. Then again, some of these things don't need entertainment. Oh, I've totally forgot about parks in these areas or just anything useful for these people not to want to just be bored as shit up here. Let's see how much that helped. Now, that didn't help much at all, honestly. It didn't do jack shit. I could probably add a nice park here. Honestly, up here, they're really good with land. It's not like they're going to be missing any. We're definitely going to have to do entertainment day because a lot of people are suffering. They really, really need garbage pickup badly, and I'm thinking I might have to stick some type of garbage receptacle over here. So let's go ahead and do that really quick before we finish this episode up. This is a highway, so we're going to maybe have to build a 2-road thing here. I'm going to just take an industrial road. We're going to just plop a thing like so. We're going to have it go and tuck back. I don't like to do this, but it seems like we're going to need to just to kind of get stuff going, and I've got to tuck it far enough back to where it's not an issue. We've got to raise this soil as well. There we go. That'll work. So let's see how well. Okay, that should be able to at least take care of that building. Right next to it, we're going to put a incineration plant so that can take care of some of the stuff there. And it's good. It's not going to go and pollute our waters as well, too. And they're going to be able to go right on the outs of that. So, yeah, I didn't want to have to put that there, to be truthfully honest, but it's definitely needed. Oh, yeah, we don't want that endpoint just by itself, too. So we're going to wrap this back around. And they're going to need electricity as well, but it's a good thing we just have a random-ass thing there. We don't even need it going from that direction, though. That's the thing. Let's just have it go from there. We can get rid of all this. Since that, I don't know what that was there for in the first place. Why is there just random-ass trucks going up there? That's not what we need. I feel like we're going to need to make another road that runs it back in on itself, because at this moment, we have idiots taking this road for some reason, and I'm really not sure why, but I don't want them to have to turn around, so we might as well just use an intersection point we already have, call it a fucking day. Some solid work today in the field of the northeast part of the map. I would really say that we're making progress here. That whole new addition has a good look to it, and I think it's going to be awesome if we just follow that same thing as we kind of keep getting closer to the tree line that's up there. I'd show you the tree line, but this one right here, I didn't want it to fuck everything up. So once we get close to that, then we're going to start really getting into, like, you know, the woody, cabiny, dirt road type feels. I need to fix some traffic here because this is fucking awful. Absolutely awful, and it's just going to get so much worse. It's going to back up to this exit. But that's for next episode. So nonetheless, thank you so much for watching this episode of City Skylines, and we will see you next video.